wait, that's me.
Fight! Fight! Giants, get that ball and go! Go Giants, go!
In October, the Eagles lost a defensive grinder in their first matchup against the Giants. Can New York finish the sweep? Find out next.
Greetings from just across the New York-New Jersey border in New Jersey at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson. Greg, it's that time of the year. A little bit more urgency. The calendar page turns to November. We kind of know who the good teams are. The midpoint of the NFL season, always a great time to take a step back and look ahead to what's down the road for us.
Yeah, no doubt. And I always felt, even as a player, that you never really knew how good you were as a team or how good everyone else around the league was until you kind of got to this point in the year. November, December football. That's really where teams separate themselves from the pack, and that's where playoff pictures start to unravel. That's where there's a little bit more clarity between the haves and the have-nots. And this is when NFL football gets fun. Holidays are coming. Playoff pictures are unfolding. It is a blast.
A good return as he takes it across the 30. So the Philadelphia offense set to take over for the first time. And leading them out, their quarterback. It's Jalen Hurts.
Sometimes you can just see a player who is clearly playing what they call the zone, right, Mike? Last week when we went back and watched, whether he was throwing touchdowns or scoring with his legs, the defense just simply didn't have an answer for him. He was arguably the best player on the field, regardless of position. If he's able to continue to do that here, he's going to be a tough group to beat.
That's caught. Saquon Barkley. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
Fine work defensively. That's going to be knocked away. It'll go down as an incompletion. Javon Holland, tight coverage, and he's able to break that one up. They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. A short throw taken in by Goddard. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
Well, they've come out swinging here on this opening drive through the air, and that's exactly what they wanted to do. Generate some early chunk plays and try to get some points.
Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. Again, Hurts. That's a short one, caught by Goddard.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
To the air again, Hurts. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Brian Burns, the former Panther, in there for the sack.
What started out as a promising drive seemed inevitable, Mike, with the way they were able to continue to move the ball, that they'd find themselves finishing with points. But after that second down sack brings up third.
Oh, got him again the second time with a sack on this opening drive.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
Elliott's kick is good. And the Eagles will take a 3-0 lead.
And that's a good drive right out of the gate. They're able to make some plays, move the ball down the field. I know they didn't get a touchdown, but that is a good positive result.
3 points on that opening drive. We'll see the response as the kick's away. He'll start at the 4. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Giants offense making their way out for the first time. They're led out by their rookie quarterback out of Ole Miss.
Really solid all-around performance last week, Mike, and I think the biggest factor that led to the win is his ability to continue to protect the football. He executed the offense, ran it exactly how they designed all week in practice. Now, it might not have been earth-shattering performance statistically, but they got the win. If he can continue to play that style of ball, it's going to be a tough group to match up with.
That's to the right side and incomplete.
It's always a risky decision anytime a quarterback tries to force the ball, especially into those tightly contested areas. Not a lot of daylight, not a lot of room for error. In this case, it just falls simply as an incomplete. But as this game unfolds, better decisions are going to lead to better results.
And it looks like he's going to have the first down. What great work after the catch to extend the drive. Now they'll set up to throw. Oh, they are on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. And this is taken in by the defense. How about the defense getting to the quarterback, getting access to the ball, knocking it free, and coming up with the recovery?
I'd like to see the quarterback just be a little more secure with the ball, Mike. You can see he's just...
Oh, no chance there. Under a heavy rush, he goes down.
What really stood out to me, Mike, was the body language of the middle linebacker prior to the ball being snapped. So often we see the guy who's blitzing, they get a little antsy and they tip their hand. But that wasn't the case here. He times it perfectly, nobody accounts for him, and he comes away with the sack.
And they get to him and finally bring him down. It will go down as a sack.
If you can't protect the quarterback in the NFL, you might as well just throw your entire playbook in the garbage. Everything starts there. And with the amount this quarterback's been hit and taken down here in the first quarter, are we confident that we're going to be able to even see him in the game come the second?
3rd and long for Hurts. That's to the left side and taken in by Smith. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the first. It'll bring up 4th down. Here's Jake Elliott now to try the field goal. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Eagles, on the strength of 2 field goals, take a 6-0 lead.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
From the 6, here comes a return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Giants offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. The deficit, 6 points. A touchdown here would be mighty nice for the offense. See what they can do on this drive. 1st and 10. A good spot here. 2nd and a yard. On the ground, it's right back to Tracy. And he's got it. 1st down. A pickup of 4. We are through 1. It's the Eagles with the early advantage. More from MetLife Stadium after this. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll throw out of the gun. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
This is what you don't want to see out of your quarterback. As that pocket starts to collapse, the good ones, they can keep their eyes downfield and feel the rush. They don't need to see the rush. Here, his eyes go down. He starts moving around the pocket. Nowhere to go with the ball, and they bring him down for a sack.
He'll drop to throw. He'll get rid of it and complete it.
It takes a certain guy in that slot.
Nick Sirianni thought about it, and he wants another look. He has thrown the challenge flag. At issue, was he able to stay in bounds? The NFL rules, you're looking for either 2 feet or a body part that is not a hand to be down with possession of the ball. No bobbling, the ball not moving around. He has control, so that's what the referee is looking at here. So the challenge is unsuccessful, and he's going to have to be careful here because he has just one challenge for the remainder of the game. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front because right now, their pass protection is breaking down, and his quarterback's paying the price for it.
Now, fair catch. He'll take it at about the 24-yard line. The Eagles offense and Jalen Hurts getting set for their next possession. And he's used his legs to great effect this year, both when the pocket breaks down and by design, as you check out the league leaders in quarterback rushing yards. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
On first down, it's Hurts. A pass caught by Saquon. And he is out of bounds all the way down at the 30-yard line. That's another quick first down, and that's a 25-yard gain. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by Tyler Newman.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's position. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
The Giants offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 10.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And that should be enough. He works his way forward to pick up a first down.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. They're trying to work quickly here and put the pressure on the defense. They'll stay on the ground. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. They'll look to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by at Bryce Huff. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
Uh-huh. 2 minutes to go here till halftime. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this. Here's a 3rd down and 4. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. He'll get this complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
Hurts will work here from the pistol. He'll look underneath here for Barkley. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. Second and 7. Now it's Hurts. That'll be taken in by Barkley. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
Man, he fit that one in a tight window. One thing he showed off was his arm strength and his accuracy, but in the grand scheme of things, it didn't really amount to much.
Here's a timeout for Philadelphia. That is their 2nd, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go until halftime. 3rd and short, and Hurts will throw. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throw away. On 4th down, here comes Jake Elliott for the Philadelphia field goal. Officially an even 50-yard attempt. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Eagles will open up a 9-0 lead. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Giants offense going to see what they can do in the final minute of this first half. They trail here by a couple of scores. The margin is 9 as this drive starts with 1st down. They do try to run it out as they start on the ground. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. One final throw before the break. This one is hauled in by Daniel Bellinger. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. And both teams ready to play on, so we'll do the same as we get set for quarter number 3. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Giants offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And he has had all sorts. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Here's a run to begin this third quarter, and he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's a 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. Throw on the run is complete. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Now a short one caught by the tight end, Johnson.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
And he'll be brought down at the 45. Jordan Davis, the man in the middle, brings it to an end. Third down, 3 to go. They'll motion their tight end, Johnson. On third down, they'll run with Tracy. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground, Mike. There was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
They do indeed snap it as they'll try and throw. And he will have the first down. Needing to make something happen, trailing here in the third quarter. They convert on fourth down. Right back to Neighbors. He's got it again. And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line. On the handoff, here comes Tracy. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through, and it's going to bring up a third down. He'll look to throw. And on third down, that ball incomplete.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more. And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Eagles offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. As we check the league leaders in passing yards, you can see he is right up there among the best in the NFL. And he'll bring this across the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 4. Here's 2nd and 6. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. Taking a shot downfield for Smith. That one knocked away. It is incomplete. Very good job defensively. Stayed right with him. And will bring up third down. Hurts to throw. He'll try to run for it.
And that's a great job defensively here on third down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the first down.
But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. Here's the Giants offense. Now they get set to take over once more. They'll do so with 1st and 10. will get this into the hands of neighbors. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
At the 29-yard line.
On the give, it's Tracy. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Sometimes there's just nowhere to go, right? We ask these running backs, Mike, to do a lot of work, find space, create something out of nothing. Well, this time, he was able to create nothing out of nothing.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation. And for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
The Eagles offense ready to get back to work. They work with a 6-point advantage as they start this drive on 1st and 10. He's got his tight end, Goddard, working the middle of the field. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off.
Here's 1st and 10. Now Hurts. The open receiver is Dotson. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. To throw is Hurts. That's taken in left side by Smith. And he'll be taken down.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So
nowhere to go. He is taken down.
And the big guys up front in the offensive line just continue to not be on the same page. And we've seen it time and time again here today. This pass rush remains one step ahead of them, and it's the quarterback who continues to pay the price.
Oh, they got the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Javon Holland.
All right, Mike, file this play away. If they're able to hold on and pull this game out, we're going to look back on this as the pivotal moment of this game. Oftentimes, it takes that one big moment to sway the outcome of a game, and no bigger play than a pick deep inside your own red zone.
The home team's offense ready to see what they can do. They'll need to get something positive going right away here. Ball starts inside their own 1-yard line. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down. From his own end zone, he'll set up to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Now they'll set up to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Nakobe Dean.
And just incredible field position for them following that interception. And you can bet, Mike, as this offense is taking the field, they're telling their defense, hey, nice job here, fellas, but don't bother taking those helmets off. Give us a couple plays, we punch this thing in.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They've got him back at the 10. From a little further back, here's 2nd and goal. putting one of their tight ends in motion left. Here's Hurts. He'll take this himself. No dice there. He is met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage. This crowd into it now as we get to third down. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. He'll try and get there and he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Jalen Hurts. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Now Hurts and the Eagles will try the 2-point conversion. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That is incomplete, and the 2-point conversion is unsuccessful.
I don't mind the play call, but something you have to keep in mind, Mike, is when you decide to pass this close to the goal line, all of the space is the width of the field. There's not a lot of depth to the field. So that's why the timing, the anticipation.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Now, faking the give. A short one there to Bellinger. And he's going to be taken down at the 37. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. They'll look to throw. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Quinyon Mitchell.
There's really no other way to put it, Mike. This has just been a rough outing for the young rookie quarterback, and I think everyone understands going into these games, there's going to be ups and downs. There's going to be learning moments that these guys are going to gain that they can only gain through experience. The problem is, it's really hard to have positive learning experiences when you throw 3 picks. He's got to see the field better. He's got to anticipate better. And ultimately, he just needs to play better for his offense to have a chance.
He'll stay on the ground with Barkley. And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's 3rd down. Once again, it's Barkley. The offense is staying right there. They're going for it. 4th and a couple. They'll drop to throw. That's taken in. And he will have the 1st down. So they took a chance on 4th and 2. Didn't get it by much, but they do convert to keep the drive going.